welcome. Death Clam Games.
Did you set a timer for the coffee?
Did I set a timer for the coffee? No. No. It just had, I think we'll just see when it looks good. Right?
Okay, that's fine.
Kind of maybe
I
after the sound check.
After I've checked everything,
Yeah.
it'll probably be time.
Right. We're just chilling today. We're actually late for being late to the stream. And I think that's pretty impressive. I think that's, oh, I forgot to close the door too. I'll go do that. But then we'll like get to the like real entertainment. It's going to be, you guys aren't going to believe it. This is going to be hanging out to a degree. Like, oh yeah, you know what else I forgot to do? Here, I'll do this too. All right, I wasn't totally ready. How did that sound?
I think it sounds all right.
All right. You were not totally prepared. What do you think?
I'm trying to figure out how it sounds. It's tough because there's sounds inside and sounds on the thing and hi everybody.
Right. Okay. There we go. All right, now I'll turn it on YouTube also.
I think it sounds all right.
The microphone sounds okay. Hey Bowman, welcome man. How you doing? You get to see us at our best here. It's pretty amazing. Hanging out, that is all.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Maybe if you can bring it a little closer to you at all.
How about this? Does this sound good? How's this? How's this? I guess this isn't how I'm going to be talking, so maybe I shouldn't do it like that. That's not really the thing. This is the exciting stuff you get to see at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, it's good. The sound is good.
Okay, cool. I can hear it pretty well.
Okay.
I'm hearing my own voice,
Right.
and it's
I
really...
I turned it off now. I'm going to turn back on the cumbia. It's going to be a little loud just
I
first.
think I sound a lot better. Yeah! Whoa! And then I hear my actual voice.
How's that?
Just a little lower.
Okay, remember, we don't have to worry about it at all.
No, I know, but just for like mental space.
Right, no, I know. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay.
It's amazing. I think we've attained full balance here. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? We're just going to hang out. This is our going out right now. Although I didn't really dress up today. I'm still wearing my old shirt. This isn't really an in-public shirt, so I will say I'm more relaxed even than usual.
I don't have any more in public shirts. Like,
Yeah, we're just out of in-public shirts.
I only buy pajamas now.
Yeah, things have gotten to that level.
Like, I'll buy, like, leggings and pajamas and stuff like that. But I don't buy, like, regular clothes really anymore.
Well, the world's different now. We do a lot more like being at home, so there's not as much really. I guess I don't need those.
Although I have those comfy slipper shoes because I got to go to the bakery, you know.
Oh yeah.
And jeans, but really all I need is an apron. I probably actually need a couple more aprons.
Yeah.
Aw.
I had to check the sound. If anybody's wondering why, I suddenly looked
Why
at
did
the
you suddenly...
sound. I looked at the sound bar suddenly, and I thought, "Is that working? Is that actually working?" And then I went over there, and I was like, "Whoa!"
It's working just fine.
I'm not sure it is. Oh, it is working.
Oh, wait, that's mine. That's mine. That's yours. I have to close the curtain because things are kind of messy.
Yeah, it is kind of bright, I guess. Maybe. Bowman, you still there? I feel like I'm wondering if everything's going okay now. You were on there though and like saw us and
I
stuff.
saw us. It was fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
But
we're good.
I'll just double check
Yeah.
before I come back in.
Sure. Sure. Seems reasonable. I like the music though. I think it's at a good volume.
Maybe you are frozen or something though. Hold on, let me refresh over here.
Am I frozen? Let's check it out. The only problem is streaming. It's not like a video. It's totally different than a video. It's kind of what I like about it, but it's kind of what I think, you know.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right, good then. I'm not worried then.
I'm
Write a
gonna
comment.
and say hi.
Yeah, just write a comment. That's all. That's all I need to see. Yeah, there you go.
Kitten.
The cat, I don't think the cat made it on camera.
Yeah, he did. I said kitten as Ginger walked across the floor. I
Oh.
saw him for a moment.
All right. Well, I saw your comment, so it's all good.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was
All right.
just sitting there waiting for you to see my comment.
Oh, I see what happened here now. You know what? I'm not always that smart. Bowman actually left that comment at like 11:30, and we didn't even start till like.
Oh, that was not now.
I'm sitting here like, Bowman, hey, how you doing, bro? I'm like literally talking to an hour-old comment.
Oh, that's funny.
This is what we do. Oh, Bowman's actually here right now. Hey, Bowman, it's funny. We saw that you said yay at
Instead of
11:30.
Ghost Bowman,
Yeah.
that's who we were talking to.
We were just
earlier,
talking to like
was
a
Ghost
comment. Yeah, a
Bowman.
ghost Bowman. It was Ghost Bowman.
Yeah.
That's who we were speaking to.
I need one more thing. Sorry.
That's fine. Just take your time. Remember, we're just hanging out today.
Yeah.
So there's no purpose to this stream other than just hanging out. Really, that's it. Yeah, you heard your name. We actually said Bowman probably 10 times. It took, usually when you call a ghost, it only takes like 3 times, so I don't know.
Right. Bowman!
We said your name like,
And then
no, where's Bowman?
you
The ghost
appeared.
No, we said it like 10 times. I'm just saying.
Was it that many?
Yeah, it was like 10 times before Bowman showed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you need to get on that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's
If you're going to be
little
a
slow.
ghost, yeah, it's 3 times. Those are all the legends. Like, you can't just start making up numbers for how many times people call you, right? You can't just change that shit,
Sean.
can you?
Well, just real quick, what am I going to do about this kitten?
What are you going to do about this kitten?
I don't think he's
We are
happy
having a
being
cat
stuck
problem. We'll
in
get
here.
back to Bowman being a ghost in a
I'm
second.
kind of thinking I might take him downstairs
Okay.
and put him out.
Right. Okay, that sounds good. I think he needs to go downstairs.
I don't think he'd be happy, like, stuck up here. What was that? Oh, no.
That was Grandpa. You can do it.
No, I'm not carrying the cat down when there's slamming.
Oh,
things
you don't have to
happening.
carry him down. You just have to open and let him out.
Let's go, Ginger.
He'll be fine. He's a big boy. He's used to being out in the wild. He's basically a wild cat.
He's a farm cat.
He is, yeah. He's not to be free.
Here you go, Ginger.
Bowman says it takes about 10 times for ghost traffic. So you're saying like the whole like ghost space. You could say that the ghost space has become crowded, right?
I mean, like,
And like you
centuries upon
yeah.
millennia.
Actually, if you think about it, there would
Of
be more
ghosts,
ghosts
right?
now. Yeah, there should be a ton
there should
of
be
them.
tons of ghosts. There should be like ghosts from like,
Like the 80s.
Yeah.
Ghosts from like 92.
Yeah.
Like Kurt Cobain's ghost or whatever.
Right. Where's Kurt Cobain's ghost?
Yeah, that can be weird. Bowman said, I'm excited for the scones. Man, I'm nervous though. It's taking longer than I thought it would take to get there.
I'm gonna say no at this point.
I hope they're
You
okay.
could try
dude.
it with some of them and see how it goes.
Actually, scones though are supposed to like be able to be okay.
Yes, for sure. If I just
So
baked
actually,
them and they
I
got to
don't
you
know.
in a day or two, and then you froze them, but it's not going to be there.
I don't know,
till
but they're wrapped
Tuesday.
up though. They're wrapped up.
I individually wrapped them. I sealed them in a sealable bag, and then I wrapped that bag in bubble wrap, which is in
I
a
think
box
they might be okay.
in another box.
Because scones sit on like, if you buy scones, which you can, like I think, like even like cookies or whatever, they sit on a shelf for a long time. I mean, I understand they have chemicals in them.
There's milk in the glaze, but
Yeah.
it's also a lot of sugar, so that's a preservative.
Right.
The issue with the scones is that they will dry out. Not that they're gonna like get
Go bad.
gross or go bad or anything, but they'll dry out and be like more biscuity than scony.
Well, we hope for the best, Bowman. They were really good when we got there.
I
I'll be
mean-
curious to see how this
I made
works.
2 dozen,
Okay.
and we polished off a dozen in
Yeah,
like
we did. They were really good. So if they're not good, then
They
something
were-
happened.
right. If they're not good, I really want to know because
Yeah.
that means something changed.
Yeah,
in
because they were
transit.
really good when we sent them.
They
So
were
if they didn't
amazingly
make it
good,
there
yeah.
good, then we
Yeah.
have to like
Yeah.
figure something else out, basically. But we're hoping for the best. It does seem
They
like a
weren't
long time.
dry. They were,
Yeah,
know.
they were yummy.
I thought they were just perfect scones.
Yeah, they're
honestly.
fucking great. Anyway, Bowman's just like, whatever. They're gonna get eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fair. My plaid sweater just moved on its own. Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We watched RoboCop last night.
Yeah, we watched RoboCop. We have been watching, so we've been doing like a movie date. It's supposed to be like a movie where you cuddle or whatever. You know, just like a date night.
It's supposed to be like a movie where you
cuddle
cuddle or
movie.
whatever.
It's her idea. I don't even like cuddling. I'm too manly, honestly, for that kind of stuff. Right, Loren?
Mm-hmm. Too manly.
Way too manly.
RoboCop talk.
Anyway, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
I actually hadn't seen it since then, and I was like a kid. I remember loving it. I loved that movie as a kid. I really did. It was really weird to watch it again. And honestly, I'd remembered more than I thought. It made more of an impression than I thought. And also, I was surprised at how violent it was. I was like, wow, I feel like movies have gotten less violent almost. Like, it was pretty good. I was like, wow, I loved that as a kid. I like watched that as a kid and was like, that's great. So I don't know what to say.
It was my first time seeing RoboCop.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Still,
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Of course, I'd seen like a lot of RoboCop,
right?
Just like on TV or at referenced other places. So I'd like seen the Ed 2000 scene.
Right. The office meeting scene's, well, it's a great scene.
It's fantastic.
Dude, that's when you know you fucked up. I really loved it, though. Then the other guy stepped in. Like, that was the whole, like, what do you call it? Inciting incident for RoboCop.
Right.
Because he stepped in and was like, hey, this thing's obviously crazy.
Yeah.
Try out my RoboCop.
Right.
Right?
Exactly. That's how he got recognized in
so
the
I
first
think that
place.
was kind of cool.
Exactly. That was great. It raised the stakes. We knew just how big the stakes were. It wasn't just like, like innocent people were just gonna get blown the fuck away.
And dude, he was like, it's fine. It's just a little glitch. We're gonna be good. Yeah.
I just loved that the Ed 2000 just like on the guy's corpse. And he's just like laying.
He's
there
just laying there like getting blasted. You're like, okay, well he's dead. And then you thought they would stop, but no, he just keeps going. He just keeps blasting him.
Yeah.
For yeah, they'll be drywall for days. Dude, I have to say, the other thing I noticed about that movie is a lot of glass. Like, people were thrown through a lot of windows. And yeah, in the end, the guy was even thrown through the window.
And then there was
a lot of windows.
Death.
Yeah, it was the best ever, honestly.
Spoiler? No, we don't have to do spoiler.
It's
warnings
RoboCop.
on
People, I'm sorry if you've not seen RoboCop.
But the best death was the toxic waste.
Yeah, the guy running into the toxic waste was amazing. I like how it was just labeled toxic. Just a big vat labeled toxic waste.
Yeah.
It was just like, as a kid, I didn't notice that kind of stuff. It was really fun to see it now, where it was like, where they kind of didn't bother too much with explaining a lot. Yeah. It was a very like simple story.
It was really simple. They didn't need a whole lot.
Yeah, they didn't need a lot.
Yeah. My favorite was the fingers like dribbling.
Yeah, he was like, help me.
His own fingers off.
Yeah, good effects. Yeah. Like, that was like real. That was before CGI. And I mean, okay, Ed 2000 looked ridiculous. Yeah. That one didn't hold up as well necessarily. Although it still held up in that first office scene.
But the body getting shot, that did. That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
That was good.
Dude getting his hand shot off.
All the bullets.
Yeah.
The firing, all the bodies getting shot, I thought looked great.
Yeah, like the blood would spurt out and stuff. Yeah. It was awesome, actually. His gun was cool.
The gun was amazing.
Yeah.
That was a fucking great gun. Yeah.
Everybody was good. Yeah, that one held up. Like,
a
lot of times I go back and watch stuff
up.
that I saw as a kid, and I go back and look at it, and I'm disappointed, kind of. That one I noticed it was simpler than I remember, but at the same time, I still liked it. Like, in a different way, even.
Right.
Like, maybe even more in some ways. Dude, Bowman, we were saying
we were talking about Toxic Avenger.
We said this feels
like it
totally
feels like a trauma movie.
Even
feels like Toxic Avenger.
Even including the toxic waste vat was like a call out to the Toxic Avenger.
Just like blowing
I swear
off his
to
hand
God.
with a shotgun.
Totally, dude.
But did you see that they're doing a reboot of Toxic Avenger?
Right.
Which,
I don't know. And it's Les Kaufman's doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like he might just need money, though, and it worries me.
Yeah, he's producing producing it.
Yeah.
So, okay. And it's Peter Dinklage, which is okay, but, like, that means they have a budget. And I'm not certain I want that movie to have a budget.
I'm not sure I want Les Kaufman to have to deal with a star. Did we tell you we saw that making of Island of Dr. Moreau?
The making of the Island of Dr. Moreau movie, and that's what happened with that. Like, this director that...
You've probably seen it. Maybe you even know the story, but it was an amazing story, dude.
Worked so well with a team behind him that believed in him, but when he had, like, a major star around...
It fucked it up. Like,
he couldn't handle it
when they
anymore.
started getting... Yeah, because he got Marlon Brando on board, and then everything just went to shit. Isn't that weird? Like, you'd think it was, like, the best thing to happen to him ever, but it ended up ruining the movie. So I worry about that with Les Kaufman because he's always just had... I mean, it's been super low budget. I mean, not that they're not well made. I love those movies, obviously, right? But also, I don't even know if it would work with, like, a budget and a star. You know what I mean? It worries me. So, yeah, I guess Bowman says it best. Awesome, maybe.
Yeah.
Awesome, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm skeptical. How about that? I'll put it up as skeptical.
Like, here's the thing. I'm imagining that Peter Dinklage is doing this as a passion project because he likes Toxie. Which is great.
I
hope. But that doesn't mean success.
Right.
Because I think still giving a director like Les Kaufman, like, a big budget might spell disaster. He's used to working within...
Right.
Like, a really specific tight kind of time frame, budget frame thing. And what if you give him too much leeway? I just don't know.
Like, he's the guy that it works because he has all these constraints, because he has these massive budget constraints. Like, that's why I like when we watch that, one of the, this is so weird, but one of my, like, favorite movies of all time, weirdly, is Les Kaufman's Make Your Own Damn Movie.
Make Your Own Damn Movie. It's great.
It's a great movie.
Of course, now it's tough because Ron Jeremy's in it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously. But here's the deal.
He's still giving good
Les
advice.
Kaufman is never pretended
advice.
to be in some kind of virtuous world of virtuous people.
No.
Like, he literally wants to look at titties and weird, gory special effects.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a complex person.
No.
You know? So I can see where, you know, maybe he's not even a totally great guy.
His wife, though, she might be a complex person.
Yeah, now that's saying something right there, right?
Yeah, because she has money, I think.
Well, of course. He's just one of those guys like me that just has to be taken care of.
Yeah, and she just,
He
like,
can't
takes
exist.
care of him. And
Yeah, no, he can't just exist in the world. Like, that's just...
I don't think so. That's my guess.
Yeah, no. He can make a movie with titties.
Marlon Brando was completely out of touch since the 70s. Well, and then right before Island of Dr. Moreau, like right before, he canceled going on set and was late like by 3 months because his daughter killed herself.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So
dude.
he like went off.
So shit kind of went wild between when he agreed to do the movie and then when he did the movie. Like, some shit had gone down.
Right.
But he was still under contract. I think he just didn't... He wasn't in reality. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He just didn't care.
He didn't care anymore by the time he got there.
Which produced something
He's
interesting
like,
in a way.
I think it was interesting.
But also...
But not the way they wanted it to be.
Right. I'm going to say, there you go.
That director.
Yeah, that
What
poor
was
guy.
his name?
I
Richard?
can't remember the guy's name. Richard something.
Stevens?
It was like a normal name.
Yeah.
I think it was Stevens or something.
Stephen Richardson?
Yeah, was that
Richard
it?
Stevenson?
Richard Stevenson? Stephen Richardson? Richard Richardson?
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Stevenson?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Really.
Something like that. Yeah, they found him like out in the woods.
Yeah, he just like moved out in the woods after the shit broke down. They were just on this weird
fucking
tropical Australian. He just like lived with some hippies or some shit.
He went to live with hippies in the woods and like.
I'm like, well, okay. Now you know, or more by himself, even like a hermit. Like I just couldn't be around people. He said and shit like that. Just bangs. I like to listen.
He still lives out in the woods by himself.
He
as a
still
hippie
does.
now. He does.
He's
Currently,
thinking about
I believe.
like they showed him when they were interviewing. He was just on like some hill of out in the jungle somewhere.
He doesn't have anything. He's got the same fucking hat
The
on.
movie literally like destroyed him as a civilized human.
He's thinking about making a new movie, which
I would watch his new
I
movie
would
though.
absolutely.
I would. A guy who's been
100%.
now that I know his story, I want to see
Yeah.
the next movie.
Yeah, because it's been what 30 years or whatever.
Oh,
since he-
Bowman, thank you.
Richard Stanley.
Thank you,
There you
dude.
go.
Richard Stanley.
go.
Two sort of first names.
Yeah.
I can remember it now,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, I haven't actually seen the movie he was famous for. So he had this like cult classic
Dust-
movie called Hardware, which people really
There
liked.
you
It was
go.
sort of cyberpunk, low budget,
Yeah.
cool shit.
Which I kind of want to see. I want to watch.
I kind of wouldn't mind watching it because he got famous for it. Then he got another movie that wasn't as famous.
But
and then
it
he
was
got
still, I
this.
think,
Yeah.
you know, people liked it.
Right. It was still, you know, his
Indie,
style.
whatever,
Right.
worked out. Yeah, and then they gave him this big budget thing.
It wasn't originally going to be a
It
big
wasn't
budget
supposed to
thing.
be big budget, but Marlon Brando just liked the dude.
Yeah, he was his own undoing. He went to Marlon Brando's house, dude, and like, I don't know if you've seen this thing. You should just watch.
Yeah,
the thing.
watch the documentary
It's fucking
if you haven't seen it already.
pretty mind blowing, dude.
It's on. Was it on Amazon?
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. It is true that like you know real true stories are just the weirdest shit. Like you wouldn't write that. You couldn't. How could you come up with that?
I don't know. People come up with weird shit though. Don't
Then
say you
Val
couldn't
Kilmer.
come up with it.
Apparently Val Kilmer's a
He
giant dick.
seems like a real fucking piece of work.
Oh
What
my
an
God.
asshole.
What was the thing? He went into the dude. He was like, "Yeah, I liked you in that movie." And the dude's like, "Hey, thanks a lot." Like, I just want you to know, I'm number one here. When it comes down to me and you, you're out. Like for no reason. Like for no reason. He just stepped into his room and was just like, and he was like, "Oh, okay." The dude was like, "I didn't
Like, he
really
was,
even
like,
know what to say." I was just like,
Burning
"Oh,
some dude with his cigarette and shit.
all
like,
right, man. Okay." Yeah, he burned some dude's beard.
he's just
I
a
would be
fucking
so
bully,
fucking dude. This
awful
guy.
person.
He sounds horrible, but he'll fuck up your movie.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody works with the guy anymore, though. To be real, actually, I think he has some weird, like he had some throat thing or some shit that like fucked him up.
He got like throat cancer or something.
Crazy.
So he was in some movie. What was it? I forget what, but they like dubbed him.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
had
That
to-
we
they
saw
had to
later
dub
after
Val
this,
Kilmer
right?
Because
He was in this
he can't
crazy
speak
low
loudly
budget
enough
movie.
anymore.
Yeah, and they just had him in the movie, and they just put lines over the top. It's kind of crazy. Has a weird look to it. It doesn't look right.
It's kind of
They say that they
poetic
do that a
justice
lot,
in a sense
though.
that
Well,
they dub over him.
I mean, yeah.
You know, after he like took
Is
that
such a
guy's role,
prick.
basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good coffee. Well, here we are at the coffee shop. This is us being out in public,
We're out socializing at the coffee shop.
out socializing. That's basically what this stream is. We were looking forward to it too. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I know. All week.
Yeah,
actually.
we were just like, oh, hey, we get
I
to go
kinda
stream
like-
again.
I like the idea of waiting till the weekends to stream instead of doing it every day. It gives us something to do when we're here. We know we have something to talk
And we don't
about.
overdo it. It's always still
specifically.
fun.
Yeah.
So I'm into it. And then you know what I like also about it, I think is cool about this particular stream, is that now we're trying to do that movie night thing. And we've always watched a movie, which is fun. We can always talk about a movie. Like I always want to talk about a movie the day after I watch it anyway.
Right. I think we're getting our schedule down.
Yeah.
It's been a change because, like, well, obviously,
Yeah, everything's fucked, man.
because everything's fucked.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
it's
how it
been a
is for
new
everybody.
schedule.
I sometimes feel like I'm in some weird alternate world. I think maybe just Americans become so like segmented, like nobody understands anybody else, right? Because some people I think things are going fine for, some people it's not going fine for, but we don't cross enough or something, or maybe we're too much of a.
I mean, I wouldn't think. The weird thing is, like, I see commercials that are like, change how you buy a car. And I'm like, who the fuck is buying cars, though?
But somebody must be buying a
People
car.
must be buying cars.
But I can't imagine being in a position to buy a car.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. I'm just like, well, that's weird. Some people must be doing fine.
Brando carried himself like he was a continental European with all the douchebaggery.
Yeah, was he from Europe? Where was Marlon Brando from? Was he an American guy? Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Was he?
I don't know. I have no idea anything about Marlon Brando. He did sort of have that. That's
But
why
he
he did that
try
like,
to, like,
Last Tango in Paris, you know. He definitely acted like a European in Last Tango in Paris. I never even watched the whole movie. I
American.
got kind of bored of it. Weirdly, I got kind of bored of that movie. Maybe I just didn't understand it. Valid.
Nebraska? He's from Nebraska.
He's from Nebraska. Well, there you go.
I wouldn't have guessed.
I would not have guessed that as well. No.
Apparently, he didn't want to seem like he was from Nebraska.
No.
I think, and he just like worked real hard to not seem like a Nebraskan.
Well, good job. I guess that's why they call him an actor. Good job, buddy. I didn't know. See, I didn't. He did it.
Nebraska, Spain. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, right. That's what Nebraska was named after. That there's a region in Spain, right? It's very cosmopolitan. A lot of people don't even know about it, right?
I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
It's for really only the coolest people.
That would make sense that I hadn't heard of it.
Yeah, it makes sense that I've heard about it all the time, honestly.
Yeah. In fact, you've got a summer home there, right?
Yeah, I kind of do. So I didn't want to brag or anything. Summer home in Nebraska, Spain.
Anyway.
That's fucking great. I love it. Anyway, what? Are we... Remember, we're just hanging out now.
I know.
We don't have to do anything.
You got to level 24 in Fortnite. Fork knife.
Fork knife.
We're not that high. We've been playing a little bit, but
We've been playing Darkest Dungeon,
Darkest
too.
Dungeon we have kind of an obsession with.
Yeah, it's tough. We've been going on a lot of those runs. I feel like we're actually maybe even going to be able to get into the Darkest Dungeon soon, Loren.
I'm a little nervous. I guess I thought maybe it doesn't. We might have to do another run then. I guess.
I know. I think
It seems shorter than I thought at this point.
weirdly, me too. Here's the weird part. It seems to accelerate. Like the first few levels seem to be really hard and a slog,
really
and it seems
slow.
to kind of like.
And now I feel like it's like
We're
boom,
almost
boom,
into
boom.
5. Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
a party of like, what do they call them? Veterans.
Yeah, we've got like maybe almost a couple of veteran parties now.
Yeah. The game is fun. If you like dungeon crawlers, it's amazing. It's like the best dungeon crawler ever. But yeah, Fortnite too. I like the new battle pass. I mean, like it. I like it. I don't necessarily love it.
Here's the thing about the battle pass. There's things I like the whole battle pass better. I think it's more fun than the Marvel stuff. In general.
I do agree. I like it. I like them better than the Marvel guys.
There's not a big thing that they're having me grind for, like the hollow skins, and I think they're kind of missing out there a little bit.
I did like that. Maybe they do have hollow versions of the other skins.
I really liked having.
We should look that up.
Exactly. Like if they had like, I don't know, golden baby Yoda or something at level 300 or whatever, then I would.
See, because they have you baby
something
Yoda.
like
I
that,
think
yeah.
the only thing I really care about in this Fortnite thing is getting to level 100 this time. Like the other one, I cared about getting to 220 to get the.
Right. So what's gonna keep me playing for the whole battle pass?
Well, I think we're just not playing as much this season.
Right.
We're just like I think last season we were just on Fortnite all the time. Because,
Right, and we had to stop a month early.
Right. And this season I don't see us doing that. I think we're just gonna play when we play.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have to push if we don't make it to Baby Yoda. Because, I mean, if you don't get Baby Yoda off the battle
we're
pass,
getting baby Yoda.
that just seems
like obviously.
unbelievably ridiculous. Yeah.
Obviously, we're getting baby Yoda.
Bowman says he started playing Octodad. I feel like I had that on my wish list at one point, but I'm not sure what for.
That is not for me.
What's Octodad?
It's kind of like that other one that Bowman was playing on stream, where like they were climbing over the stuff and you like have to control the things with different thingies and like you.
Oh,
around
you
all
felt like you might have
physicsy
fallen. Yeah,
weird
you were
and-
playing it with like, yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay.
Is that what you do in Octodad? He's an octopus, and you have to control like all the limbs or something. Are you the only one who doesn't like Baby Yoda?
No, I think there's been some. I will say I think there's been backlash against Baby Yoda in the same way that like there was backlash against Minions. You know, sort of everybody sort of loved the cute little Minions. Now I'm thinking that there's a little backlash on, oh yeah, everybody fucking loves Baby Yoda. Why don't everybody shut up about Baby Yoda?
Yeah, shut the fuck up about Baby. I think he's so
Yeah.
cute, and I haven't watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah, we haven't watched the show. We don't
It's
care about the show.
completely.
I don't even want to watch the show, honestly.
I'm kind of curious about it.
I could care less about it. I just like Baby Yoda. I think I'm over Star Wars. I'm just so
I'm over Star Wars,
sickened by Star
but
Wars.
I'm just curious because
done with
people have said they like it. That's all.
Yeah, it's true.
Just from reviews.
But I'm not getting a separate streaming service to watch a show. That just sounds
Right.
Oh, it'll show up eventually somewhere. It'll show up somewhere, right? Eventually we'll watch it. I'll be like, oh, look. The Mandalorian.
Right. But other than that, I just think Baby Yoda's really
Oh,
cute.
look.
That's it.
Bum was just like, I'm good on Star Wars. You
Yeah.
watch more movies, though, too. I think you probably got glutted with Star Wars there for a while. Like, Disney wasn't
haven't
Disney
seen
pumping out the
any
Star
of the
Wars?
Star Wars
They've already
movies.
pumped out like 5 Star Wars movies,
Well,
haven't
no.
they?
I mean, obviously, like the original Star Wars I've seen. And then I saw the shit show, you know.
Yeah, the shit show Star Wars, which
And
people
that was
actually
it.
like now.
I was done with the shit show. That was it.
Yeah,
That
the
was last
prequels
thing
was
I ever
like,
saw.
I'm
I
fucked.
didn't watch any of the
I went to the theater for those, too.
other ones that came out.
And I was like, that's good. I'm good. So we have bad feelings about the Star
Star
Wars.
Wars
Sorry,
and Marvel.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm good.
It doesn't mean, you know,
I'm done with those.
done with Star Wars and Marvel. Yeah, I'm like oversaturated with Star Wars and Marvel. I'll
Right.
say that. It's like over much. Like, I loved playing like Star Wars figures when I was a kid. I liked those original movies even, but like, I don't need to like.
Like, I could move on and have some
mean,
new stuff now, though.
Yeah, you can do
is
other
where I'm
shit.
at, yeah.
You know? I had comic books when I was a kid too. I enjoyed them.
I didn't really do comic books.
I did. I was like, what, 11 or 12? Yeah, I was into actual comic books. I went to like 7-Eleven and like they had a rack
Yeah.
and you looked and saw what was left. It was that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And you would read some of them too. like, on
I just
standard.
did like Mad Magazine.
Yeah, they had Mad Magazine there too. I had actually, this is crazy. I had a subscription to Mad Magazine.
Me too.
My grandma would always get me one for my birthday, which I thought was great actually. I love that gift. See,
Me
there you
too.
go.
Yeah. For years and years and years, I had that subscription.
Thanks, Grandma. Yeah, that was good shit.
Yeah. It was my grandma too.
Good shit. Yeah, see, it's they you need some subversion in your life.
Grandmas are
Don't listen
good
to
for
all
that,
this
huh?
bullshit. Like, read this shit right
Yeah,
here. Okay.
Grandmas are fantastic for that.
Yeah, they do. They do have that kind of deal going. So yeah, I don't know. Comics. I had a subscription to a couple comics too. I've always said I had a subscription to Power Man and Iron Fist.
I've never Power Man and Iron Fist. Oh,
Yeah.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
I
They
know
actually made.
Iron Fist.
Funny enough, they made a show about each of
Yeah.
those guys now.
But Power Man, I don't.
Yeah.
They didn't. Did they?
They
make
were
a
two
Power Man
separate.
show?
See, here's the deal. They were two separate comics that Marvel had. They didn't have enough readership on their own, so they just combined them
Yeah.
into Power Man, and I guess it kind of worked, sort of. But I think they called the show John Cage or something, not Power Man. They're not calling him Power Man.
Oh.
Honestly, yeah. I think it was a reference to. It was like a blaxploitation thing. It was a
Luke
reference to like
Cage.
Black
You mean
Power.
Luke Cage?
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Is Power
sorry.
Man.
Yeah.
But he used to be called Power Man. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think that historically people are just probably like, what?
Huh.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It was from like the early 70s through like the mid 70s or whatever.
Yeah. Brought to you by Generic Store.
Yeah, but I know, right? Like seriously, his name is, if you really look at it, Iron Fist and
Well,
Power Man.
But we watched that.
What power?
We watched that thing. It was all the
Right.
history of comics.
Yeah, right. It was cool. We watched about the history of like the Tales of Terror comics.
Yeah.
What do you call them?
And then
Weird Tales or whatever.
So the guy, I thought the most interesting part is the guy that created Superman.
Yeah,
the
this is a
artist
fucked
who
ass
drew
story.
Superman. They completely fucked him over.
They just took the rights to Superman.
Took
and made
the rights
a ton
to
of
Superman.
money.
He couldn't even
didn't get
sign his
shit.
name to it. He didn't get shit. He was living in poverty, and he had to start doing like subversive,
Porn.
like porn comics. Yeah.
Which were actually look pretty good, but most of them been destroyed, so they're like super
Yeah.
rare now.
Yeah,
It's
really
crazy.
rare. Yeah.
It was good drawings though. It was kind of too bad. He always felt ashamed of it and stuff though.
He was ashamed, but he called himself Clark.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That was his.
Bowman said the same with
Porn
Batman. It seemed
name.
like there was a lot of exploitation of artists and stuff back in the early days of comics. It's kind of a shame.
Probably not just back in the early days. I'm going to say that's probably going
Maybe
on
now? Are you saying that? Wait a minute. Are you saying artists are being exploited?
Even now?
Today? No. I refuse to believe
Same
it.
with Batman.
That's a bummer, yeah. There you go. That's what you
Believe
get
it.
for a life of art.
Yeah.
A death of poverty.
So it started to be a new crazy thing
Yeah.
when artists were starting to be able to own their art
Yeah,
with
right.
comics and have their name on them and have episodes that they specifically
So that was the
were in
William
charge
Gaines
of.
did that.
Yeah.
Right? And he would even feature the artists and stuff. So it was kind of subversive in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Not just the stories
And that's
they
when
were
the
telling.
Tales of Terror started happening, but then everybody was getting into the game, which is why you had like this, influx of super generic stories that all sounded slightly the same.
That's what kind of we were trying to tap into when we did our Tales of
Tales
Terror
of Terror,
book.
yeah.
But I don't think it was...
We didn't
We didn't go far enough with it.
We didn't. We missed the mark with it, but we see so many ways we can change that now. So we'll
they're
do
good
Tales,
stories. so-
Tales of Terror 2, I think.
Well, I'm
is-
working on Tales
we're
of Terror
working
2
on
right
it,
now, though.
Actually, yeah.
But reading about the history of those books and stuff actually inspired
I
me.
think it's going to help
again,
solidify that.
actually.
Yeah.
Well, the thing we learned, guys, the thing we learned about it that was most important was that Tales of Terror all have a host. And that's what we didn't have in our first Tales of Terror.
And we have
We
a
actually have
host,
to use our Death Clan.
which
Wait,
is
over here.
ridiculous. We have
We
the...
use the Joker.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really point to it.
Here.
Yeah. Over here, yeah.
Here. We have the Joker, and he's our host.
And then so there has to be, that's the framework you put the Tales, like all of them did that. And I think they did it for a reason. I think that's something we could even emulate in the Tales of Terror 2.
Yeah.
What are you doing up there? Nothing, just reading comics by the Superman guy.
Shut the
Shut
door.
the door! I'm reading, yeah, that's more the meme. There it is. Shut the door, I'm reading comics by the Superman guy. Yeah, fucking terrible.
Oh, but of course they were all on trial for like,
Yeah, what a bummer, man.
leading the youth astray.
They got fucking, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately his comics were good enough, porn comics, that they got the attention of the, I guess, the same people around today, the evangelicals.
The same people around today that are like, video games make children do
Right.
violent
Right.
things. Yeah.
Do you want a little bit of that?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, so, the same thing's been going on for
Ever
generations and
Ever.
generations, apparently.
and ever.
It's like, wait a minute, those children are having fun.
Yeah. We
That
can't
kinda-
be allowing
That's
that.
not allowable. If you're having fun, you're falling right into the devil's trap.
Yeah.
Right into the devil's maw. Clutches? Devil's clutches, guys? Maw?
Ma?
Just slurping maw.
Yeah.
Does the devil have a
The
slurping
road to
maw?
hell, though, Sean, don't forget, is paved with metaphor.
No, the road to hell, it's paved with adverbs.
Adverbs.
So if I would say
Well,
slurpingly,
I say it's metaphor, goddammit.
he slurpingly advanced upon the devil's maw would
Yeah,
be
that's not good.
an adverb.
Don't
And that's
slurpingly advance on anything. It's super inappropriate.
what? You didn't think that was good? I thought that was evocative. There you go.
Gracias.
Ah, de nada. A huevo. We haven't watched Diablero though in a few nights though. We've had a
Right,
lot of
it's
stuff
true.
going. Comic books have no place in the Lord's kingdom. What about Christian comics? What about the chick tracts? Huh? We were talking about the 80s D&D panic the other day. And they had there was like a dude, what was his name? It was called Chick Tracts. It was like Jack Chick or something. And he just had these super like conservative Bible comics. And one of them was against D&D. And
Right,
they actually
yeah.
made a movie
We
about
talked
it.
about this the other day.
Yeah.
But
Which was a great movie, really.
was that the same? That's a different from the Mormon ones. Did you ever see the Mormon ones?
Yeah, the Mormons had
Their
comics,
comics?
too.
Those were pretty great.
Were they? Was it people falling from grace and stuff?
No, it was like superheroes flying through the galaxy. It was like Thor and shit.
Oh, they went all in. They were like, we're gonna make these good. None of this usual Jesus
They're like
stuff.
angels flying through space.
Angel Man.
Yeah.
He's like whooping ass. He's like kicking demons, probably, right? That'd be cool. I could get more into that. I think more of those comics need to go
No,
that
it was like they
direction.
were fucking tripping on drugs and shit.
They were tripping on drugs.
Talking to angels in outer space.
They had like 5 wives. Fuck yeah, bro. Do it to it.
Pretty sweet. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, comics have a place everywhere. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You're just gonna have to accept it. We didn't make the game. We just play it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's part of how we share our human experience.
What a day. Pretty amazing, huh?
Today? I think so. So far.
I think
It's
we're
been
gonna go.
pretty awesome. We're going to go what?
I think we should go for a walk today. What do you think about that?
I mean, it looks like there's sunshine out there. Looks pretty nice. I did get dressed and shower, and I could actually
Right.
like go outside.
Sometimes it's difficult to get Loren to go out for a walk, though. I gotta say. That's okay. But sometimes you should just, like, you know, be out in the world, you know? Got any plans this? That's a good sentence. I like it.
I got some plans this
Yeah. Oh, and then
week.
this.
Yeah. So they're trying to. Sean has an unpleasant task.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, oh, God. They didn't realize, I didn't, they didn't withdraw my son from, like, the school before, so they're counting me. I don't know if you know that Becca thing. They actually sent me a thing that's like you're going to get fucking arrested if your child doesn't go to school.
Just in a different school.
Right.
And they can't get their shit together because of the fucking pandemic, so now they're going to try to take him to court.
Well, no, I'm just hoping that it's an easy thing. I can just call him and be like, haha, I'm glad you guys can fix that.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you've ever read, like, Kafka, The Trial.
It's going to be like that.
Like, you never know, like, whenever you get into one of these, like, administrative errors, you never know if you're just going to be
We're in an administrative K-hole.
Right. And so who knows what'll happen. Like, the end of the trial was he got, like, sacrificed on, like, you know, out in a field somewhere or something. You know, he was, like, knifed to death. So, I mean, you don't like to see those kind of things, you know. You don't like to get those kind of notices. So I'm going to have to try to deal with that. And then other than that, I've been writing a lot, actually. I'm working on Tales of Terror 2.
I'm going to ice a cake.
Ren's going to ice a cake. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to end up doing 5 to 10. People are going to be like, I'm going to be in there, you know. I'll be lifting weights. I'll be getting buff, just mean as hell.
We've been
like
joking.
All the prison tats and shit, they'll be like, what you in for? And I'll be like,
someday, you
child truancy.
Yeah.
My child didn't go to school for a couple days.
Becca Bill.
Yeah, right?
Clerical error.
Clerical error. It was an administrative error.
No, we always joke. Someday, you know, his son's gonna be like 30 years old.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get a call from the school. Like, your son hasn't been in school for the past 12 years. Sir, you're in big trouble. I'm gonna be like, oh, Jesus.
Your child has been truant from school.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, fuck. So that's always cool.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's always that's always fun. But he has been going to school. Hopefully I can prove it somehow.
School's been actually great.
I've been loving online school.
I'm pretty sure
bro.
we can prove it. Like, we had to we have the paperwork here that they already released him from school with the principal's signature on it.
Hey, we'll find out. So anyway, Bowman, if I don't see you again, bro, you know, I'll see you in
like a late library book.
5 to 10.
Right, the library did that too.
The library did that. Yeah, I can't go to the library anymore.
They say bring the book back, but then their book drop's not actually open.
And you can't bring it back.
So you can't bring it back.
They say, well, we told you to bring it back. Now you're busted.
And you're like, yeah, but you didn't provide a place for me to be able to do that.
Say, thanks, guys. I think that just people are just trying to squeeze you right now. They're trying to get you in some kind of bind. So
they're
you have
desperate.
To pay.
So any little time they can like just let it slip by and somebody sends out their check to pay for it or whatever without looking. They did the Smithsonian magazine.
Yeah.
Sends an envelope in the mail that says, "This is your final statement," you know?
Mm-hmm. Like,
please enclose, check, final notice, right?
But really, they just want you to re-up the subscription.
Yeah. And it makes it look like a bill when you open it.
Yeah, they're trying to trick
you.
you.
Like a bill.
Yeah. It's out there. Everybody's
It's
trying to
pretty
get you,
fucking
everybody.
shady. Yeah. You got banned from a library.
No, he says I got banned from library. No, I just can't. My library card is it's got like $80 worth of whatever on it. I'm just never going to use it again. And actually, at this point, the library is pretty much a mess.
Well, who was it? It was
Anyway.
Chicago Public Library.
Right.
Did a trial where they eliminated fees.
And people came back, huh?
And people came back and brought old books back and started using the library again.
Crazy.
Funny enough.
Crazy. I know. Our old system just isn't working anymore in so many ways. From like the top of the system to the bottom.
Right. It's
The
just broken.
punitive system, like just financially punishing poor people, doesn't really work. It's not going to make them better.
Well, it
It's not going to make people better.
works for the people making that decision.
Yeah, it does. It works for them.
That's the problem.
Moment says, it says final notice. I throw it away. No more notices.
Problem
Solved.
solved.
That is one way to do it. That's kind of, what I'd
That's
like to
worked
do.
because here's the thing.
Sometimes
they can't
it
even
does
come
work.
over anymore because of pandemic, so they can't even come knock on your door.
Yeah, try to issue you a summons, I guess. That's what they did to Loren last time.
Yeah.
They got her when she wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I kicked their fucking asses.
We did. Our last court thing was pretty good. That was satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to get us for some kind of bullshit debt or something. They bought it from some shady ass. Who knows what the fuck Russian
Couldn't
hacker
tell me
or
how
some
much it
shit.
was, what it was, who I
It was
owed.
weird.
It was bullshit.
And then they tried all this weird shady stuff the whole time. But finally, they had to pay. I know they spent over like thousands of dollars on that.
Yeah, and I've been hacked twice now, so.
So I'm pretty happy about that. Whenever I can
From,
stick
like,
it to them, you guys can pay a bunch
school.
of lawyer fees. That's fine. We'll show up. We don't it's
So
not-
I'm not trusting any bill that comes in.
Yeah.
I don't trust shit that
fuck
comes
no.
in. You have to prove it. You have to show me.
Show me that you actually have that debt. Otherwise, I'm not paying
I
shit.
don't believe it. Mm-mm.
I don't believe it at all. Yeah. You had a good judge. We did. We had two different good judges.
Two judges, but I also had evidence, and they didn't.
Yeah, Loren actually had
I
like
asked for evidence. I said I had evidence of the fact that I've paid off all my bills, that I don't know where this is from, and that I got hacked.
Yeah, right. And so I think that was
Like,
just
I had a
funny.
letter from UW saying I got hacked, and I'm like, I just want them to prove who they are. That's all.
And they couldn't.
And they couldn't.
They were just
So
some
I won.
bullshit. But they must have gotten money from some people.
Yeah.
I wonder why they tried to take it all the way to court with you for like they tried to get like what $700 out of her.
Yeah. In fact, they tried to intimidate me in court. Their lawyer tried to intimidate me
Yeah, it was
in
really
court.
weird.
It was really weird. She came over to me and sat next to me, was like trying to push me to sign paperwork and shit. It was really shady.
Oh, see you later, Bowman. Thanks for hanging out today, man. That was
Have fun. See you
Just
later.
hanging out at the coffee shop. The coffee shop. I do think this is our socializing.
It's about to become the wine bar for me, though.
The wine bar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, for sure. Maybe it has everything.
Yeah.
It's like just that place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you always hear, you're like, okay, what is it?
Yeah.
But at least that's a familiar, like, banging noise.
Yeah.
It is funny when you're in an older house, you do, like, function a lot on sound. Like, you can hear different sounds from around the house, and it means
I know
different
what it
things.
sounds like when you come home versus when somebody comes up to the door with a package.
Right. And you can hear all of that, which is weird. I didn't realize how much I actually used my sense of hearing to just navigate the world. Like,
Yeah.
it's a further distance, and you can see, like, through walls, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. It is pretty cool sense.
Yeah.
It makes you realize how visual seeing is so limited in a lot of ways. It really is just light related.
I thought it was interesting actually to change on Fortnite
Mm-hmm.
to switch to not using the speaker.
Yeah.
So we listen to music instead, but instead we have the hearing impaired
Yeah. And we listen to music.
visual cues on and not having sound from Fortnite.
Yeah.
There's ups and downs to it, you know?
But
Like,
I like the
it's
ups
not
are it's
perfect.
easier to locate like treasure chests and stuff.
Yes. The downside is that like when you're in a battle with like multiple people, it gets pretty
It
convoluted.
gets visually confusing where it's hard to understand what's actually going on.
Yeah.
And I guess that would maybe happen with hearing, but I feel like I'm able to separate different threads easier with hearing
Yeah, with
than I
different
am
audio
necessarily
exactly.
visual. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
But I think it's worth it to be able to listen to music
Yeah, me too.
as we do it.
I think so too. I think it's been way better because I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like to hear the actual sounds of the game, but I don't know. A lot of times I just want music on. I think I'm addicted to that now. It'd be hard to go like to no internet and no music all the time.
That would be the toughest part. I think we are listening to music like pretty much 24 hours a day.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
We even have it on overnight.
Yeah, we've become like addicted to having music.
Unless we're specifically doing something like watching a show. There's music on.
Oh my God, you're right.
Even sometimes when I go bake.
Right.
It's just too quiet.
That's why those takedown notices are so hard to like deal with.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has music on in the background. That's just part of life.
Right. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
Well, I think this is the solution because they just can't hear it.
Yeah, the mic just doesn't pick up our background music, but we can kind of hear it.
Yeah.
And I do like that. It's far enough away that like it's outside the sort of sphere of the microphone, which is kind of cool. I mean, you can kind of pick it up if you're quiet, I think. But then it's not like it's
I had to like...
Right.
Is there a sound? Is there a word for squinting your ears? I just squint my ears.
I guess you have to listen carefully or you focus or whatever.
No, I know, but no, I want to.
You're squinting your ears.
Yeah.
Is there a word? We could make one up.
Yeah. You make one up.
A word for squinting your ears. Glooch.
Oh, I was glooching. Yeah. I like it.
It did work, didn't it? Yeah, you're welcome. I'm there for you. I mean, I can't do a lot of things, but if it's to come up with a word, a made-up word, I mean, I am there for you. It's a talent that hasn't necessarily brought me a lot of financial success.
That's too bad and unfair.
It really is unfair. This world is really just a veil of sorrows. Right?
You have to like glooch for the sounds of hope.
Yeah, I'm glooching right now. Oh my God. I think we should just sit and hang out.
The song of the chicken.
The cry of the chicken.
The cry of the chicken.
That was pretty good. There's kind of like funny translation errors. Or whatever.
It wasn't even an error. It was totally accurate.
It was technically correct.
That's what made it so funny. Is that it was technically correct. But something that we have a word for in English that you know, and we couldn't go from one to the other.
Right. It was the cry of the chicken, but...
The cry of the chicken.
But what is it called in English now? Cock-a-doodle-doo?
Yeah.
The squaw? Caw. That's a crow. What is? We don't have a word for the cry of the chicken. What does a rooster do? Call.
It cock-a-doodle-doos. It crows.
It doesn't crow.
A rooster crows. A rooster
does crow.
crows. Yeah. It crows cock-a-doodle-doo, which is the
cry of the chicken.
Sonidero del Gallando.
The sound of the chicken, I guess.
I think, yeah. But no, it's like song / sound.
They didn't use sonidero. They used something else. No, I think they do. They used a different word.
I thought they used sonidero.
They might have. I mean, it may be. That would be like the song of the chicken, right? The song of the chicken. Not really, though. Sondido. Maybe.
The guy.
Recipe.
Yo. No?
No, not really. No, that's not it. Sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah, no problem. We're not doing anything. This is seriously just chilling. Well, we'll hear about what it is. We'll hear what the actual word is soon. We thought there was a word, but actually, I don't think so. See? You just thought there was a word, but no.
I think but they did say the cry of the chicken. I just can't remember. Okay.
We're gonna have to go back to the episode now.
Cock-a-doodle-doo in Espanol. Kikiriki.
Kikiriki. All right, there you go. That's it. That wasn't what they used, but I like it.
No, I know. I do like that. That's cute.
That is cool. P.O. Peep.
P.O. Peep.
I remember there was a book I had for my son. Remember, I got him some Spanish kids books for a while. He kind of outgrew them, though. I don't think we read them maybe that much. By the time I got the books, I think he was already maybe a little too old.
We still have them.
Yeah, they're around somewhere.
They're in here.
But I also got them for me, though, because I felt like I could maybe read introductory Spanish, like a kid's book. That's how kids learn to read, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's actually easier doing the show. I think it's better. I think I've learned more doing the show. I
think it's easier because people are having the conversations we'd actually have.
Right, where a book, it's like a nursery rhyme sometimes.
So if it's P.O.P., that's not how I'm going to speak to people.
I mean, maybe. No, right.
I mean, that's the problem with it, is that then all you can say to people are these poetic little child phrases,
Right, and they're just like, yeah, okay. But what do you want?
Which I just feel weird speaking that way. And I do, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think, I don't know how I speak. Did the music just stop or is it going to start?
That's what I'm wondering. I think it might have stopped. I might go fix it.
All right, yeah, let's check it out. We can relax for a second.
Okay.
Because it does seem like the music is not playing any longer. And see, this is what we were just talking about.
It's awkward, isn't it? It's awkward for me.
It's weird. I'm like...
when the music's not playing.
What, silence? I'm like, whoa, what is this? Where am I? It's like you wake up from the dream. You're like, what is this that I'm doing?
Right.
This existence. This cruel, cruel existence. Yeah, now I'm just making my own music. I think that's why I originally liked music in the first place. I was drawn to it because I'm instinctively trying to fill up silence anyway. I guess I'm doing that streaming too. I should be okay with it. Maybe every once in a while it can be silent on stream. But I'm not sure, can it? Nice. Yeah, thanks for starting up again. See, I feel so much different.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Giant improvement.
Yeah, silence apparently is the enemy. Maybe not. Maybe we're trying to stop it when we should be embracing it.
Embracing the silence?
Mm-hmm. Got it?
Got it.
I can help you a little bit.
I don't really feel like it, though. Embracing the silence at this point. I don't have to, Mm-hmm. If I ever need to, I guess then I'll give it a shot. Like, when the internet's gone.
Then we can become, like, one with nature and stuff. But it still won't be silent, see? We can go John Cage.
Right.
Does seem like a lot of noise, though.
It does seem like there's a lot going on down there.
You got that? You need help? You should probably put the knife away while you're doing that part. Well, it's unsafe.
I did this the other day to my thumb.
Shocking.
But not with the knife. It was because I didn't use this, and I cut myself on the edge of the metal from the wine. That's why I'm using the knife.
Wow. Like that foil stuff cut you?
The foil cut my finger, yeah.
That's some serious foil. I guess, I shouldn't worry about the knife at all.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the knife is dull as fuck. It's like, I don't think I could cut myself with it. Honestly. The foil is much sharper. Wow. What's going on today? See,
What?
it's like the third outing, I think.
Yeah, I know. You're like, what's happening?
Why is he going on all these outings?
Probably just cooped up and it's sunny out. I'm almost feeling the call a little bit. Like, ooh, I'd love to go. Maybe after this we will. After our hangout. I want to hang out a little bit longer and see if anybody else shows up, though. You know what I mean? You want me to do this? You got it?
You want to do it for me? Can you?
Yeah, I used to do this shit.
Why I was going to have you do it. I mean, obviously I'm capable of doing it. If I couldn't open my own wine bottle,
You'd be in trouble at this point.
I'd be fucked. Yeah. But I'll let you do it for me.
Sure.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. That's actually kind of fun. The old wine. I heard they don't actually use cork anymore. This isn't real cork, is it?
No.
This is some kind of like constructed cork or whatever.
Yeah, it's not real cork.
Is cork trees just like destroyed on Earth or something? There's some weird thing about that.
There's not very many of them. My uncle had a cork tree.
Really?
Yeah. He lived on the Pebble Beach golf course.
He lived on the Pebble Beach golf course. Seems like a weird place to live. Did he go out there and golf?
Yeah.
So like in between when people weren't out there, he could go out and golf?
No. I mean, he belonged to the country club and stuff. You know, there's homes on the golf course. They are there because they like to watch, you know,
Oh, I mean, like they do
Tiger
it for
Woods
a
and
reason.
shit golf, right? And he's a golfer.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
And he had a cork tree.
Did you visit? Is that why you know that?
Yeah.
Did you climb the cork tree?
No.
It's not really a climbable tree. So, I mean, are the branches like weird feeling?
It would have been inappropriate.
Oh, okay.
I'm not certain that everybody there was real happy to have a child around.
Yeah, I know how that is sometimes.
It was like a retirement kind of area, you know?
And people were like, excuse me, we went here because we don't like children anymore.
Yeah. So having a child like climbing around, the tree was in the front yard.
And so you definitely didn't want to be on the front yard climbing around.
Yeah, I think he would have gotten dirty looks from like the HOA.
Right. Wow, that's pretty serious. You just can't even have children. Well, I have to say though, I think that it's becoming more and more like that. I feel like there's more and more hostility toward like children. Like people are like, I don't want children around while I try to do stuff. Where I think it used to be more of
He moved, they left
a
there.
virtue actually. You have kids was like, oh, that's cool. Look at the little children playing or whatever. Now it's more like, why are these annoying children around? Right? Do you think that it's socially gone different? Like from when I was a kid, I feel it was different.
Well, see, here, I was just thinking about this, though. When I was growing up, both my parents were firm believers in the children should be seen and not heard thing.
Ah, yes. Yes.
So that was the school of thought, you know, I came from.
Right.
So.
A lot of people did.
Yeah. I think that's maybe going away. Obviously, there was a counter push in the other direction. Like the whole, like.
That went further.
Free child rearing.
Let children be themselves and stuff.
And like obviously the real answer is somewhere in between those things.
Really, because they do have to interact in society, and it can be dangerous if they're just freely wandering.
You can't just let your children freely wander throughout the world. You are responsible for them,
right?
As humans, because You
Yeah, there was a
created
real
them.
like child, like for a minute there was a real child push for like child safety in all things and stuff, right?
Right.
And I think that they went maybe, I guess apparently for people too far.
That went too far though.
They're like, okay.
Like
you know
here's the
what?
thing.
Watch
like,
your
now there's
fucking
kids.
though.
Kids don't even like. Well, obviously now it's a pandemic, so I'm not judging now. But like before that, kids weren't going outside and playing.
Right. It's true.
Like the fact that, or like you can't let your kids just like walk to the store on their own without the neighbors giving you dirty looks.
It's true. That's different than when I was a kid. I mean, we were outside
That's
playing.
weird. I was always outside playing as a kid
Mm-hmm.
with other kids. We'd just be gone the whole day. Our parents would be like, "Okay, see you later.
later."
Come back by dark."
There was something really nice about that. And that is definitely gone away, which is too bad. Oh, do you want to keep this? Do you keep this?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to just toss it. So, I'm glad I didn't, huh?
I keep it to pretend that I'm not going to finish the whole bottle all at once.
Right. It's cool. So it's
Actually,
sort
I
of
don't
a-
have. I need one of those little. Maybe I'll just throw it out. I need one of those little
Yeah.
cork ploppers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you used to have those at some point. I feel like, they're cheap though. I think they just sort of disappear. Boop. That bounced right back over here.
But real cork has this scent to it that I just absolutely love.
Oh, okay. Like the actual tree itself, or just the cork pieces.
Both.
I know what you mean, kind of, and it really is different now. Like when I was feeling that thing, it was kind of like cork, but the old cork was kind of weird and almost more spongier or something. And
My mom has a big piece of cork because she has it's a wine jug.
Mm-hmm.
It's like maybe 2.5, 3 feet high, tall, like about that tall or whatever. And it's like ceramic, and on the outside is like netting, it's like rope
Yeah, okay.
all tied around it. And the top is a big piece of cork stuck in there. It's like that big.
Nice.
It's a big fucking cork, and it goes in the top of this big wine jug.
Just long.
And the wine jug has like
Like you're supposed to
a
carry it
sack-
over
you
your
carry
shoulder.
it over your shoulder. Yeah.
I can't imagine that's being useful in the modern world, but
It
yeah.
still smells like wine though.
Cool. So it had wine in it.
It
at some
did.
point.
It was a used thing. Yes, for port.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Port.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know what makes it port. I think it's sweeter or something. I don't really know. Maybe it's condensed more. I'm not really sure anymore. I think I might have even used to known that. Yeah, wine jugs. I think I need to make more tea. I'll be right back, okay? Do you want some tea or anything?
No, I'm good. I have wine. I'm happy. I'm still trying to even find one of these things. What was it
We're
called?
back.
It's old. It's an antique.
It was like it even had a name.
Mm-hmm. Cask. It was a cask.
Is it literally just a cask? Yeah, okay.
No, it wasn't. It's because it's not a barrel.
Huh?
It's more like that thing.
Goonga.
Wine jug, transportation jug. Wait, yay! Huh. I really can't find anything like it. These are all little. This thing is big. Bloop. Bloop bloop. Bloop bloop bloop.
I was just seeing.
Bloop bloop bloop. I mean, yeah, every once in a while.
Right.
But no, not the whole time because, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I think I might end up getting hungry again, too.
You getting hungry still already? Yeah. I can see maybe making something.
What's it called? That is ceramic. Like when you fire it in a kiln. Clay. It's clay. I think. What are you doing in there?
Making coffee. I mean, a tea. Do you want any tea?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I guess I don't need to be in here to make the tea.
I mean, you could be.
I was staring at the kitten as well.
Okay, weirdly, the one that's most like it
Let's see.
is like that. But it's got this net around the outside.
Oh, cool.
And in the top is a giant cork.
That's a cool looking jug.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind having a cool looking jug. But not enough to actually buy one. If we ever see one, we'll just, have it or whatever. If anybody's like, hey, you want this big clay jug? I'll be like, all right, sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Rustic urns.
Yeah. It's more like those. And it's got like this netting around the outside. It's an amphora is what it is.
Amphora.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it looks like one of these. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
But it's got a net around the outside for carrying it. Yeah. And it's clay. Yeah, like those kind of.
So it's like old as hell.
Not really, no.
So somebody made a new amphora.
I mean, how old is it? It was probably made in like the 1900s, in like 1910.
Yeah, okay.
Say. No, it's not like. I mean, it's an antique, but it's not like those that you were looking.
Yeah,
for.
right.
I mean, it's clay, but yeah, probably like the 1910s, 1920s, something like that. They were still using them at this point, like in northern Spain, for transporting
Actually just carrying
wine.
stuff around, yeah.
Well, no, they didn't carry it, but they would put it on fucking donkeys.
Oh, and you'd have the netting for like picking it up, maybe even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like you would like sling it over,
A donkey.
a donkey,
A mule.
a burro.
Oh, here, I'm gonna go make my tea. I'll be right back.
Burro. Yeah, now I'm hungry again. Because I'm thinking about burritos now.
I don't know.
Little burros.
There we go. Well, what do you think? Are we done hanging out? Is it time to go?
I mean, are you done hanging out?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
You don't have to be.
You know what I thought about doing? Is just coming up with questions or personality traits for the tarot deck.
Oh, for right now? We could do that.
Are you
I haven't
out?
made
Are
the-
you done? You
I haven't
seem a
made
little
the
weird to
game
me.
though, too. Yeah, maybe I'm a little weird. I don't know. I'm not terrible.
Okay.
I'm also, it's tough for me sometimes with, no input. I'm more of a input person. You know
Did
what
you
I'm
need
saying?
my input?
No.
Are
no,
you
I'm good.
attention deficient right
I'm
now?
attention. I might
Sean?
be attention deficient. It's
Okay.
true.
I can sense you over here just like getting stressed out and kind of like these negative vibes
I'm not really stressed
start
out.
happening. Something starts happening. I don't know how to
Right.
put it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I hear you. It
But
happens when we
starts
go out
happening
too,
when you
though.
don't have attention focused on you. You get fidgety.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's something to that. I hadn't really noticed it before, but I do notice
you
it.
can't
It's like,
handle it.
oh, there's nobody here. What am I gonna do? Right?
Yeah. Apparently, you're gonna freak out and not be okay with not getting enough attention. I think is the answer.
What does that mean? Do you think?
Well,
Some
it
kinda-
means you're an attention whore.
Oh. Oh no. It
But I
means
think
I
we already
diagnosed with you.
knew that.
I guess this isn't a shock. I guess it's not shocking. All right, fair. All right, I'll try to actually just focus on just hanging out. It's not easy. Remember our old
Like,
stream.
what are we gonna do?
Our old
If you
stream
leave, we're gonna
is
fucking sit here anyway.
right. But I won't be in public. So it does mean, I guess what that means in a sense is,
You have an expectation that being in public means you get attention.
no, I think there's oh. It's actually different. I think it's beyond the attention seeking. I think being in public means it's different. Like, I'm obviously not relaxed in public. I like being in public, right? But I also feel like you have to be like on guard or something.
Yeah.
There's a level of sort of like non-relaxation that goes along with just being in public.
Right. I
And
am
I wonder
well
if-
aware of that.
I'm curious if, like, you know, we've had problems. Like, this problem's been like just, you know, like, who knows? We've been trying to go to, like, before the pandemic, when we tried to go out, that would happen. Like, I'd be out for a little while, and then it'd be like, all right, we gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be out in public anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I'd been having fun or whatever. So, I mean, I'm willing to stay and see what happens going past that point.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like you said, it's not like there's a...
I guess I just want to push ourselves a little bit,
Yeah,
honestly.
Maybe I will try to do that, actually. Because I think that's true. I get to this weird... And it feels like a physical reaction. I think when I get to something I don't like or unpleasant, I get very tired.
Yeah, you do. When you
And,
don't like something, your reaction is to take a nap.
Yeah, right. Where I'm just like, I'm going to just take a nap.
And I think we have to push through that a little bit. You have to learn to be able to sit with that. I do too. But you know what's worked for me? I wonder if it'd work for you too. I don't know. I'm not sure. But for me, I start feeling like empty.
Empty?
Empty?
Yeah, okay. Like you're out of energy. No, you're saying a different way. I'm not... Okay, go ahead.
I'm out of energy, but also I'm not feeling anything. I'm not feeling sad. I'm not feeling angry. I'm not feeling happy. I'm not feeling anything. I'm feeling
okay.
empty inside. Empty.
Emotionally.
Just like maybe even drained, but also just empty. Like I even am reaching for something and wanting something there, and there's not.
Gotcha, okay. That kind of makes sense. I kind of feel that sometimes. I get what you're saying.
But what's been helping me there is incense, lighting incense.
Oh.
Just to like smell something kind of fills me up a little bit and gives me something like my head focuses in a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny because now that we're doing this, it's funny to come back to streaming, actually. It's really kind of cool. But I remember this feeling from when we would do our streams and have the empty parts of the stream or whatever. And I was never really into that, I guess. The empty parts of the stream.
As much as we talked about how it's like the important part to be able to play to an empty room or whatever. And that really when we're comfortable with just like sitting here and being on stream and like hanging out and being ourselves and continuing to go that way,
Right.
then nothing else matters. Right?
Yeah, true.
Then it's all like icing on the cake.
Yeah, good point. So in a way, having people there just distracts me from the fact that I'm not able to play the empty room. In a way. And it's not good. In a character development sense. In a character development way, it's not good. Yeah, the whole thing's pretty interesting, really. Yeah, we'll just go on. I like that. It's true. Because this stream is supposed to be different from the other streams anyway. Like, this stream's not supposed to be as much like being on. And I think I try to be on. I think that's the problem.
The whole point of this one is just to be here and get back in the habit of being here. But also having it kind of take up a different space in our lives.
Yeah. It is more going out. I guess there's maybe more of my thing. It's like the going out and socializing part. But although the thing that I never do and that I really need to do is you can't go out and socialize and just not tell anybody. Like, you have to invite people to go out with you.
Yeah,
and I think that's the difference. If we're going to have people come to the stream and hang out, I think it's going to be like...
We didn't invite people people, and now
You're
we're
like,
here
hey,
at the
come
bar.
hang out. We
You
went to
know?
the bar. Right. We
And
still
here we
went
are.
out.
Yeah.
We went out.
And I'm like, well, I'd like to continue to stay out and chat anyway. And you're
Right.
like, well, I want to go home because nobody's here.
Nobody's at the bar.
I'm like, well, okay, I get that, but like, we can still see things from a different angle, and we can be our slightly different selves. I guess that's the thing, you know, that extra effort part that you're talking about. Like, that's kind of part of what I've been missing.
Like, you don't mind that being there even if no one's there. That's the part you like, sort of.
That's the part I've been missing.
Been missing.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
It's a balance aspect in my life, and
Yeah.
I like having the balance.
Right.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you...
I got it. I'm fine, actually. I'm starting to
I
feel
think
better. You know, it's
maybe
funny.
even better for you to be by yourself sometimes.
Well, no, the
than
weird
with
part
me.
is I got to this really phase where I guess, and this happens a lot, where I got really tired. I was like, okay, maybe we should just stop. But actually sitting and talking about it, I do feel better now. And I feel
Just
like
at
sort of ready to like continue. I don't feel as tired even. So I wonder if like,
At least recognizing it.
yeah.
And knowing why it's happening. So it's like you're not actually tired. It's your response to that.
It's sort of aversion to some sort of like unpleasant feeling.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I sort of remember from like meditation practice, was there's like a lot of our suffering in life, a lot of human suffering is because we try to get away from unpleasant feelings, called aversion. And yeah, I think I have that. I think my aversion manifests as getting really tired. Well, I do feel better though. Weird. That was weird how I went through that phase where it's like, I don't think I can do this.
Right. I'm glad we see. That's why you have to push through sometimes. It's just to find out, is it real or not?
I will say this. I think one of the things I really like about streaming, and it keeps me coming back, like regardless of whether anyone's here or not, is that you're always discovering something. Like, streaming uncovers like all of your issues. Like whatever issue you might have will be uncovered with streaming, which is kind of bizarre. I don't know why I would like that, but I do. I like sort of searching through and being like, what's in here? What's over here? And you'll see that stuff where you wouldn't have seen it just doing regular shit. Doing regular shit. Doing routine type shit, I guess. Even though having the routine is good for streaming. Actually, I'm still even trying to create a routine because I want to do more. I want to have it more, what do you call it? Consistent writing. Because sometimes I write a lot and that's great and everything, but then I'll like spend 2 or 3 days not writing. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that should be my thing. I don't know. Maybe I should only write every few days. I don't know. Maybe trying to get a routine where I write every day is not even good. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about there.
You got it before, and it is the correct way to do it. Is every day, you just have to sit down and write one word.
Right, and then that's it. Really, like really. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because it's funny when I sit down. A lot of times I just start working, but I have a hard time just sitting down and doing it. Like if I write that one word, then I'm going to end up writing 1,000 words. But if I can't sit down, which happens a lot, then I can't write any words. Yeah, really strange feeling. But yeah, I don't want to feel weird being quiet on stream either, though. I think that's what I have to get over too. Oh, look at this. Like, you never know when you're going to get here. Wow. She's actually on camera. Oh, no, she's had it. There's a kitten. Yeah, I'm not really hungry yet. I can see it though. I am thinking a little bit about breakfast I had. That was really good. The chilaquiles. Loren had a hamburger with
Chilaquiles on it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. I'd eat that again, actually. I'd have the same thing
Yeah.
for lunch that I had for breakfast.
I think maybe I'll make chicken and pasta or something, though.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll go down there and look. You want another hamburger? Loren's just like, I want another freaking burger with eggs.
And chilaquiles.
Yeah. It's like, wait, hold on now. That seems maybe overdoing it. We did that. Remember, we made French toast like every day to get the recipe down. And then when we finally got French toast down, we just stopped making it. Like I haven't made it in like a year. I haven't made it in a year. Probably.
We ate a lot of French toast in that time.
Well, that was weird. We
Tons
got
of
it.
French toast.
Yeah, we got it down and then that was it. That's kind of happened with the game though. That was Soul though. Like I got Soul down and then I was just sort of done playing it. Is that weird? Like once it was finished, I didn't care anymore.
No, that's not weird at all. I don't think that's weird. You played Soul multiple times a day for like 5 years.
It's true.
And you were analyzing it. You weren't just playing it. You were like
Right, that's true.
deep into it. How could you play it again is what I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I can now.
Like
I know. I think one of my daughter's friends wants to play it.
At all for us now is incredible and speaks monuments to the game. I think.
Yeah, nuts.
But that was a lot. I mean, oh my god, it's a lot of time and effort with one game.
That was cool though. But I mean, yeah, we've been working on another game for like a while now. It's been hard to like. I'm surprised that like I thought I would be like better at designing games after designing a game, but like now I know just enough to fuck myself up. I think we all do. I think we've finally gone through that phase a little bit. I think we can actually make another game now. But weird how it happened.
Because it's not designing the game that ends up being the issue.
Nope. Well, I mean that's hard too.
You have a million games that are already designed.
Well, playing them though, and honing them into where they're a good game. I guess what do you call it? The editing process or whatever is the real game, so to speak. I guess that's the part I like too. Like once the game's done, I'm not sure how much interested I am in it.
Right, because then what are you going to tinker with anymore?
Yeah, right. Like I'm not playing with the fun is the playing with all the stuff and all the mechanics and shit.
It's in fiddling with it before it's even done. That's the part you want. That's the game for you.
Right.
So why would it be weird that you drop the game when you're done?
I guess that is the game.
The part that you're interested in is over.
That's kind of funny. Of course.
That's why I see the need for your, Space Egg game.
Where you're making a game.
Where the game is making a game, essentially.
Yeah, there are some games out there like that. They have, that's the other thing I've thought about doing is getting in on like, if we wanted to just, at one point spend $80 or something and get one of those like RPG makers, create games on those, but that's so limited in what you can do.
The only way I would get one of those, honestly, is if we'd have to do the free trial version and see if it was something that we could actually use and would actually work out. Because I'm
every
not
time I try
spend that much
scripting
money
and
on a program that's just gonna fucking sit there.
Well, I've been doing Tabletop Simulator, right?
And that's been working, and it seems
and
like
it's
that's
cool.
what people use anyway.
It's cool, but also when I'm trying to script stuff, it's annoying, and I can't do it, and it's fucking just shit piss, right? I'm
shit piss.
It's like I don't see why it has to be like. I wish I could just tell it. We're just not there yet, to where it's close enough to plain English where I can just say I want when the game starts. For the cards to appear here, and here. But you can't do that yet. Somehow, for some reason. It just isn't to that level yet.
You should understand for the reason, though, because you've
I know,
used
it's
GIMP,
true.
And it's just not possible because everybody wants their cards to display here, and here at a different time for a different reason.
Right. So I understand why it's like that.
So that means it has to have all these different options.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. It's too bad. I mean, it's as simple as it has been, I guess. But every time I try to do it, it's always some problem. Like I got into, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make a simple button. Like that's my first step, and I've just never gotten past the first step. I can't make the button. The button, it doesn't do what the guy on the video's button does. I write the same exact code. It's different than the guy on the video's button. It doesn't work.
I know.
And I'm like,
Sean.
how does that happen? Like I literally copied the fucking code over.
I fucking know, because here's the thing. Like I was in math class, right? And it was like I would do math and it would work out. It would be fine. I would be able to like do the equations and solve the thing, and I knew what I was trying to do, right? And then we were supposed to go program it, right? In like Mathematica. And I would do it. And then it would give me back this error message, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? What's the matter? I can't tell what's wrong. And I would look through lines and lines and lines of shit, and I'm like, no, the equation's correct. What the fuck?
Right.
This should be working, and it's turning out like dividing by zero bullshit, you know?
Right. Just like this doesn't, compute.
And I don't know why.
Right.
And it's
Same with
always
this one.
some dumb shit.
Right. And you're just like, what? I just literally...
I want to be able to pick up a piece of paper and a pencil and figure it out. And for some reason, maybe it was because, you know, I was raised pre-internet.
Yeah, right.
Right?
I think that's
like,
it.
Maybe a majority of my, like, early learning was pre-internet.
Yeah.
So that part of me just doesn't quite get there all the way. I don't know.
I mean,
all I can think.
I'm not sure either, but
Your
I've had the
brother's,
same
like,
kind of
a
problem.
little older
I know.
than me, and he doesn't have that issue, so...
I'm going to have to, like, you know, see if somebody wants to do that stuff. Because apparently I keep wanting to do it, but apparently it's just not going to happen. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't just... Maybe I'm sabotaging myself, though. Maybe I need to go through like we did with this, where I was like, oh, I felt like just going to sleep, but then I kept going for a second, and it actually worked out.
That's Ash. That's why I said that down.
Oh, gotcha. So, you know, there's that aspect of it, too. So who knows? But yeah, I think for us, we need to start inviting people to come to the streams, obviously. We're probably not going today, too, so maybe we should wait on this a little bit. We're going to have no more of that by the end of the night. Yeah. That's sad. At least you have wine. I have had like a cough, too, from smoking pot.
It's true.
We should take a minute. We really should. I know I don't want to, though. I know I don't want to either. Believe me. I need like a week, though, to just let my lungs breathe and be nice to myself. And we're almost out of cash anyway. It'd be the perfect time.
Yeah, I guess so. What do you mean almost out of cash?
Oh, yeah, we're out of cash.
I think we're actually out of cash.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Although I don't know how much money is in the bank. I could look at that.
Yeah, we don't need to talk
see.
about it here, I guess. Not much, though, just for anybody wondering. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like ready. It's just I can't make myself do it. But maybe just like the, you know, going through the discomfort part, like I've gone through the discomfort of like being really tired and sitting there. I mean, that's aversion too, I think. Maybe a lot of my feelings I'm having when we're going through tolerance breaks. It'll be a spiritual journey. Right? And you have wine.
I have wine. You can almost have some wine.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Honestly, 2 sips of this wine and you would be toasted.
Right.
But the nice thing about it is, because it's nicer wine, I'm not getting like any sort of a headache at all from it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Because it's like good quality.
Yeah, I like that about, the music stopped again.
It stopped again. I'm kind of thinking maybe now's the time.
Now you're feeling it.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, we
You
went
wanna take off?
through. Yeah, I guess so.
We pushed past our thing.
We did, and I think I'm even
The
like
music's paused again. I
I'm
don't
even like
necessarily need to
where
go.
I'm to the point where I could even just keep streaming forever, which is cool. But we don't need to push it anymore now because I think we
Right.
did get past that spot that we were trying to get to.
Right, we passed our spot.
And I mean, I think that we've known this for a while, but if we actually want people to come by, we're gonna have
We have to write to people and say, hey,
you guys want to come by?
hang out.
And if we're going to be just all over the place time-wise, we definitely have to do that even more so.
It's true. We were all over the place time-wise today.
Which is fine. But also, Like, what are we trying to do? I still want to. I guess with this stream, the moral of this stream for me, the lesson of this stream is that I do want to hang out with people. So I guess we're gonna have to invite people to come.
Oh yeah, that's the lesson of this stream is that we don't want to, even though we need to be able to stream
play
for
to an
ourselves,
empty room, yeah.
we don't necessarily want that to always be the case when we go out to the bar or the coffee shop.
Yeah,
we're
I'm not
doing it
going
because
out,
we
right.
want to be social.
And if nobody's there, okay, we'll hang
You
out.
can't really be social if
Right.
nobody's there.
Yeah, so there you go. I think that's what I've learned about this one. We're gonna have to be more like inviting and being like, hey, come by and say hi.
Yeah.
I could even just start talking to people I haven't talked to in a long time. Just be like, hey, you want to come by and say hi and reconnect? That way it gives people an opportunity, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
May as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What else
I think
are we
I
doing?
haven't done enough of that, and I think it's, I'm sort of misanthropic
Why is it so
or
tough
something.
to do? I guess I feel like I'm burdensome doing that.
It's not me for burdensome. I think it's that same weird feeling of getting tired and like I'm in a social situation for a while and then I get this like discomfort and I want to run away, and I think I usually just do. And I think that hurts me
See,
in
I
the social
feel like-
situations.
It's effort for people to hear from other people.
Sometimes it is. But I mean, maybe that's just you're saying it for use. I think a lot of people aren't like us. I think a lot of people like to hear from other people.
It stresses me out to like get a phone call or an email.
But not everybody's like that. In fact, yeah.
In fact, what?
I was gonna say, tell us if you feel like that in the comments below. Thought it was the most inappropriate time, so of course.
Let us know
I nailed
below.
it.
If you
Listen,
like being contacted.
Are you a misanthrope or do you like people? Let us know in the comments.
If people are hanging out with us,
There's nobody hanging out right now. Yeah, but right.
that means they're
If.
misanthropes.
Yeah, I guess maybe kind of. I would say it probably indicates you're some sort of outcast of some kind. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware. Or maybe not. Maybe it means you're just like a really social person who talks to everybody. It's one of the two. Right?
That could be
Those are the
it
two
too. That you're
types
like
of
a
people that
social
talk to me.
A social butterfly
Who literally just
extrovert.
talks to everybody and
Yeah.
likes to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
That's,
Or
Mhm. You're also a misanthrope. And recognize like-mindedness.
mm-hmm.
So there you go. All right. I mean, if you're good for now, I mean, this seems like a good amount. I mean, we learned a lot today. We came out as better people.
I feel like I'm a better person now
Yeah,
than I was earlier.
than 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a little wine,
I'm literally a better person.
smoked a bowl or two. I am literally a better person now. I'm happier,
Healthier,
healthier.
wiser, more focused.
I don't know that people want me more focused. I think
Do we need more focus? Yeah.
everybody's like, no, Loren, it's okay.
Yeah, chill it
Less
out.
focus.
Yeah,
Less,
chill it out.
Less focus.
All right, let's do this. Let's go. We're leaving.
Hasta
We're
luego.
leaving the empty bar. Good vibes till next time.
Good vibes. You're gonna have to go up there and, like, actually, physically.
I don't have to do anything. Look at this.
Oh, 'cause you have the mouse.
Look at this.